I've been part of this church for some time. But how I became a part of this church was the other church that I was going to was closing down. So after church, I would be walking home, and I walked by here a couple times. Then finally I came in, and I was greeted by Gary Lauterbach, and it was for the second service, and I sat down and enjoyed the service. And so I've been coming here since March 23rd, 2012. And I've really enjoyed the church. I've made a lot of good friends here. I can't really say when I became a member, I don't remember that. But I do know that no sooner had we got done with church on that particular day that Gary Lauterbach and Greg Olson came over to talk to me. Greg Olson got me into the new members committee, and Gary Lauterbach got me to become a greeter. As far as serving the church outside of the church, I prayed about it several times because they were going on mission trips to Guatemala, and I wanted to go. Well, finally, it happened. And we had a raffle. I won. I was really surprised. A lot of people were surprised. They were very, very happy. After that, it was Bill Sherburne and some other guys that got together with me, and he offered me a job, so I got a job out there working for him. And so after that, I went in February, and he went in February, and it was a really crazy time. It was just, I could not believe what was going on. And I told Sarah, I said, because she said, she had mentioned and talked about how we were going to have to get ready to go. And I said, with tears in my eyes, it's too soon. There's too much to do. We did get some things done there, and people got some stoves put in. We built some bunk beds for some people. We were having communion, and Sarah was asking some questions, and the one question was, how did you see God working on this trip? And more young people there said they saw God working through me. I couldn't believe that. And 2016, I didn't think I was going to be going, but someone paid my way, and I went again. Still, I didn't want to come back. How God's worked through me outside of the church, too, is I go to FaithWorks, and I bought these special kind of coins with different sayings on them. And I would see somebody, and I would just reach in my pocket, and not knowing what coin it was, and I would bring it out and hand it to that person, and that person would read it, and almost every time they said, that's exactly what I needed. And I've done that for years. And so, like one gal that was at the mall, and she was having a hard time. She was crying. I asked her why, and we talked for a few moments. And then I gave her one of those coins, and she said, that's exactly what I needed. And she gave me a big hug. She says, thank you. You've made my day. As far as supporting the church, I believe that's biblical, and I get my pay, and that's the first thing I take out, and I put that aside. Sometimes it's even more than what God's asked, because He's blessed me so much. Like I remember one time, I'm on my way to Fairway, and I said, God, I'm $5 short of having the money that I need to get the few groceries I was going to get. And this $5 bill almost rolled up on top of my shoe. And there he is, giving me what I needed. The thing is, when I got there, I still left that $5 because there were things that were on that needed were on sale. So he made that happen. I really changed because of being at this church. Like I said, I've made a lot of friends, and there's been a lot of people who've really inspired me, like Austin, to do things, outside the church. And going to Guatemala was one of the biggest ones, getting out of my comfort zone. I was here, and this is my seat. Nobody gets in my seat. And I was happy with that. And then he inspired me to do some things, and so I got out of my comfort zone.